Hello, Mustangs. So, today for our motivated lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the different conversions of the standard units of length and the standard units of liquid volume. So we talked already about what are the standard units, and we kind of talked about their size and what would fit into different categories. Today, we're actually going to look at the conversion from one category to another. So, if we know that inches are the smallest, and then it goes to feet, yard, and miles, but how many of each is that? Well, we have a standard measurement. We know that 12 inches equals 1 foot, and that's our standard ruler, right? Our standard ruler is 12 inches, and it equals 1 foot. A yard is 3 feet, and I should add to that. I should add that a yard is also 36 inches, right? How did I know that? Because it's 3 feet, right? So I converted my 3 feet, and there's 12 inches in each foot, so that's 36 inches. So let's talk about conversions for a second before we go any further. So a good way of thinking about conversions is just relating one thing to another by a ratio. What I have for you is something that you can relate to. It's called money. And money, you can think about converting money as making change, right? If I had a $20 bill, which I do right here, $20 bill, and I asked you, could you convert this $20 bill into $10 bills? You could easily do that because you know that one $20 bill is two $10 bills, and you just converted the 20 by making change into two tens. Then, if I said, hey, do you have change, or can you convert my $10 bill into maybe $5 bills, right? Again, all you're doing is converting my $10 bill into two fives, right? And the same thing, you could convert the 5 into ones. You'd have 5 $1 bills. And then you could also convert the $1 bill into quarters. And you'd make change for the $1 bill, and you'd have 4 quarters. So all those different ways are conversions. If you wanted to, you could convert the $20 bill right into 4 $5 bills, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. You'd have 4 $5 bills for one $20 bill. So let's look at how we could convert something. What you're going to end up doing is you're going to come up with, I'm going to give you a problem in distance, and then I'll also give you some liquid volume problems on how you convert from one to the other. So the first one is, let's look at me, okay? I am 6 feet tall. I'm not going to measure myself because I know I'm 6 foot tall. So I'm going to put myself up here, and I'm going to say Mr. Kurr equals 6 feet. So if I'm 6 feet tall, how many yards am I? Right? If we look right here, we know there's 3 feet in a yard. 3 feet in a yard. So if I'm 6 feet tall, I'm 3, 6, 2 yards tall. How many inches would I be? There's 12 inches in a foot, and I am 6 of those. So we could skip count by 12 6 times, or we could do 12 times 6. 12 times 6, I hear a bunch of my really impressive 4th graders out there yelling at me. That's 72. And yeah, 12 times 6 is 72 inches, so I am 72 inches tall. So your plan for today, lesson number 1, I'm going to give you something to convert from yard to feet to inches. We're not going to use the miles conversion. I have it here for reference. There's 1,760 yards in a mile and 5,280 feet. Let's look at our liquid volume. For liquid volume, we have cups is our smallest. There's 2 cups in 1 pint. So in my vitamin water that I had, this is 2 cups. I told you this was 1 pint. It is 2 cups. In a quart, there are 2 pints and also 4 cups. Remember, since it is 2 pints are in a quart, 2 times 2 gives us 4 cups. Let's look at a gallon. And I have a gallon here. I have a slightly drank gallon of milk. In this gallon of milk, based on all these conversions, right, this is 1 gallon, but there are 4 quarts in a gallon. So I have 4 quarts in this gallon container. Because I have 4 quarts and there's 2 pints in 1 quart, 2 times 4 tells me that there's 8 pints in this container. And because there's 4 cups in 1 quart, 4 cups times 4 quarts tells me there's 16 cups in this 1 gallon container. So if everybody were to have 1 cup of milk out of this gallon container, we'd be able to share it with 16 people. Now, if everybody drank a lot of milk, and maybe we turn this into chocolate milk, that'd be much better if you ask me, then maybe everybody doesn't want a cup, they want a pint, which would be the size of this. And in this 1 gallon container, right, there'd be 8 of these, 8 pints in this 1 gallon container. Okay, so step number 2 is I'm going to give you some problems on how you can convert, converting different measurements from quarts to pints, from pints to cups, from cups to quarts, and quarts to gallons. So those will be your problem sets for your lesson. 1 is in length and 1 is in liquid volume. I hope you enjoy the problem set. Take care, Mustangs.